Howdy everybody. So today's video is going to start with showing off a new toy for the mower. Here it is right behind me. It's a grass catcher for my Grasshopper mower. A little over a week ago, my dad picked this up for me and he brought it down to pit, and then we hooked it up and I used it for its first full mow, and yeah, it works great. So basically just leaves a clean path behind it. Just got to dump out the grass clippings every now and then, so it uses a little more fuel, and over the long haul it does save me time if I rake my own grass clippings, which I kind of started to do that just because I like the way it looks. So yeah, works really well. And today we're going to start with mowing everything outside of the path. I just watered some of the areas that I reseeded on the path, so I'm going to let things dry out a little bit and mow elsewhere first. So yeah, let's get started. Alright, that's the big open space done. Having to go a little bit slower than normal because last week I accidentally mowed a little bit higher than I typically do, so a week of growth has made it taller than I typically have. So just try not to clog up the chute. So yeah, let's move on to the backyard next, I suppose. And that's it for the backyard, so let's move on to the front yard. And the front yard down now, so now the last big section I need to mow before I get to the path is just, I don't know, just side yard, I guess. So, yep, on to the next one. Alright, that's it for all the mowing outside the path. Now we got to work on the path, and I'm not going to be able to make this look like a finished product in some places because of the areas that I reseeded, so kind of want to stay off those as much as possible and not mess anything up and blow all the grass that I laid on top of it off. So yeah, I'll get done what I can, but let's lower this mower deck down and get her going. I always like to start with the grass track and then move on to the rest. So I gotta go get a change of battery and SD card and get a drink of water, and then we're gonna move on to the rest of the path. Okay, so that is a full mow. That is almost everything that I keep maintained around the house and the path. The only thing I didn't mow today was a little bit of a section around the pond, but I do that every 2 or 3 weeks, so this week wasn't time for that. So next up, I'm gonna see if I can catch a mole. I've had some moles digging around in my front yard since I moved in, really, and set a couple traps in the front yard where there were some tunnels, but there's an area that I found when I was mowing that is pretty obvious that a mole has been there pretty recently. So I'm gonna go set a couple traps over there and see if we can eventually catch something. The next thing on today's to-do list is to do my second watering of the Bermuda seed that I just planted not too long ago. And next up on the Sunday to-do list, something that I've recently added to my equipment list is this electric Black & Decker edger. I found it for 20 bucks used, so just something that's not super necessary but can add some nice detail to the land. So yeah, let's get to work with that. Okay, that's another task down, so I think the last thing that I want to get done for the night is a little bit of weed eating. That's another thing that I don't do every week, but maybe every 2 or 3 weeks, trim up some areas. Alright, that almost does it for a day of maintenance, but gotta clean out my mower now. Well, I wasn't expecting to catch the mole right away today, but yeah, that's good, I guess. Okay, that pretty much does it for this Sunday of work, at least for what I'm gonna record. I'm gonna go do one more watering session here before it gets dark, and then that'll be good to go. So tomorrow morning, I think I'll kind of just take you around and show you the fruits of my efforts today, and show you how nice it's looking. Good morning, everybody. Just as I mentioned yesterday, just gonna kind of go to some different places and pan around and show you what everything is looking like. Well, that's pretty much it. Things are shaping up pretty nicely. Happy with how things are turning out. Got about 2 more weeks before everybody reports to put on some finishing touches and hopefully have this place looking real good. So yeah, that's it. I'll see you in the next video.